And now we have how to unlock Super Saiyan God in Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2. Now, there are two versions of Super Saiyan God. Those are Super Saiyan God Male and Super Saiyan God Female. Now, luckily enough, you unlock both of these, the male and the female version of Super Saiyan God in Xenoverse 2. You unlock both of these at the same time, so you don't have to do it on a different character or have you. Once you unlock Super Saiyan God, you'll get both the male version of Super Saiyan God as well as the female version of Super Saiyan God. And this can be done on any character, regardless of if it's a male Saiyan, a female Saiyan, a Namekian. You can do it on any character to unlock it, but naturally, you can only use them on the appropriate characters. So, not that I think this needs to be explained, you can only use Super Saiyan God Male on a male Saiyan and Super Saiyan God Female on a female Saiyan. Now, to actually unlock these, you need to do a few things, and it is a bit awkward. Firstly, you need to max out your friendship with Goku, Vegeta, Gohan with Videl, Pan, and Gotenks in Canton City. Now, a bit of a side note, you don't have to do that first, but it might just be easy to do it, I don't know. But then once you've done that, you then need to summon Shenron and wish for the new option, or the latest option as of this recording and upload, which is the wish titled something along the lines of, I want to become a Super Saiyan God. Once you've done those two things, it doesn't matter which order you do it in, but once you've done those two things, then just go and simply talk to Beerus in Canton City, wherever he is. He'll either be on top of the Orange Star High School or just in front of it if he's your mentor at the time, and he'll simply just give you the Super Saiyan God Awoken skills. Again, both the male and the female version of the Super Saiyan God Awoken skill. Now, there's several ways you can go about both getting all 7 of the Dragon Balls to then summon Shenron to make the Super Saiyan God wish, as well as how to max out those 5 mentor friendship bars. For the purposes of this video, again, it doesn't matter which order you do this in, you can do either one first, it really doesn't matter. But for the purposes of getting all 7 Dragon Balls, the easiest and fastest way that I know of that will guarantee you to get a Dragon Ball each time you do it, the only downside to this method is you need to, and I believe I've mentioned it in this video, or I will mention it in this video at some point, you do need to have just one character, one CAC slot free. Once you've done that, make a new character. You can make it wherever you want. It really doesn't matter. Then just go and defeat Raditz in the Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 story mode. That's all you need to do. Then go to this area here. You'll see a character who, if you battle, you'll get a Dragon Ball. Now, I believe the first time you battle her, she'll give you the 4-star Dragon Ball. But if you have a Dragon Ball, well, the 4-star Dragon Ball after that, battling her again on a different character will then give you one of the other 7. You can keep doing this until you've got all 7 Dragon Balls, and if you do it again, side note, bit of a fun fact, you'll then get a Super Hercule badge or something like that. It doesn't matter. But this is the easiest way, and this is a 100% guaranteed drop rate on how to get each of the 7 Dragon Balls. The only issue here, again, is that you need to have one character slot free, and there is a bit of like do have to wait a bit just from the loading times. But apart from that, this is like the absolute go-to method to guarantee that you unlock, that you get a Dragon Ball each and every single time you do it. And now we have how to max out the 5 mentor friendship bars. Firstly, to unlock all 5 of these as your mentors, again, it's Goku, Vegeta, Gotenks, Pan, and Gohan with Videl. That Gohan Videl count as 1, not 2, luckily enough. Firstly, to actually unlock all 5 of these, just go and complete the Xenoverse 2 story mode and continue to do the advancement tests and to level up until you've done all 5 of them. Once you've done that, these characters as mentors will then appear in Canton City. This is fairly straightforward, so I'm not going to spend too much time here explaining what I've just said, because let's be fair, if you play Xenoverse 2, you're going to play the story mode, right, and do the advancement tests and level up and stuff like that. So assuming that you've got all 5 of those unlocked, the way that you then max out their mentor friendship in the fastest, easiest, and most effective way possible as of right now. Once you have one of them as your mentor, then go to the time nest and go and complete or just play through any mission you want in the Tokopedia mode. I equipped Goku as my mentor on my Xenoverse Unlocks account just to test how fast this would take me. I have him equipped. I've not done anything to level up his mentor bar, and I did just the very first mission in the Tokopedia, and you can see on the screen right now, like, what's that, like a quarter of the way there? So it's not going to take you any longer than maybe at most, maybe 20 minutes per mentor from the absolute bottom to fully 100% max out their mentor friendship bar. The only downside to this is that I'm not entirely sure if the Tokopedia is part of the paid update for an older DLC, that DLC being DLC 6, also known as officially Extra Pack 2. If you can't access it because of that, honestly, just go and do, I forget what the mission is. I believe I've already mentioned it at some point in this video, where you go and get the Dragon Balls. It takes like 10, 20, maybe 30 at most seconds per run. It is still fast, don't get me wrong, to do, but you just maybe doing it a little bit longer rather than just going through the Tokopedia. The Tokopedia is the absolute best method possible, again, as of right now, to max out your mentor friendship bar in Xenoverse 2. Then once you've maxed out all 5 of those, go and talk to Beerus, as I've already mentioned, in the city, and he should give you Super Saiyan God. Just to future-proof myself, if you've done all of those I've just mentioned, those 2 things, like maxing out your mentors, well, unlocking them, maxing out their mentor friendship bar, and summoning Shenron to go and wishfully, I want to become a Super Saiyan God, wish that whole thing. If you've done that and you followed it correctly, as I've just said, and you still can't get it for some reason, try leveling up and maybe try unlocking Super Saiyan Blue and Super Saiyan Blue Evolution first. The only reason I'm saying that is because those were added in the game before, about 2.5, 3, 4.5 years before they added Super Saiyan God. I don't think you have to do it, but it's just future-proofing, and if you have done that and you still can't get it, just try leveling up to level 80 or possibly level 90, level 95, or even level 99. Again, just in case if you can't get it unlocked. As time goes on, we'll know fully that you don't need to do this, but you never know if they release a definitive edition of the game on PS5, the new Xbox, what have you. But yeah, and doing all of that that I've just said, you will then get this 2 Super Saiyan God Awoken skills. In addition to getting the Dragon Balls, because this is an updated version of this tutorial video, I'm going to put this at the very end of this section here. The best way to get Dragon Balls in Xenoverse 2 as of right now is, well, Pedal Quest 23, the explosion of Namek. There's a few reasons for this. Firstly, by the time you want to get Super Saiyan God as an Awoken skill, you will have this Pedal Quest unlocked. If you don't, just try and progress through the story mode if you need to do that, I guess, and or try clearing the immediate previous parallel quests. But with that said, I'm fairly certain this is unlocked as you progress through the Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 story mode. Now, the reason this is one of the best, well, the best method, not one of, it is actually the best method for getting Dragon Balls, is because it's very easy, low effort, and it's very quick, and it's just quick to unlock. And once you defeat Frieza, 3 time patrollers will spawn in, and I believe you can technically get, I think it's either 3 or 4, but I think it's 3 Dragon Balls per run. Granted, on the flip side, you could do this for an hour and not even get a single Dragon Ball, but that's very, very, very unlikely. Now, the trick here is that the 3 time patrollers do not level up. They will always be, I think it's around level 27, 30, 31, 32, about that level range. So every other parallel quest, as far as I remember, either takes longer to do, or the time patrollers will level depending on your level. So if you're level 90, they will be level 98, well, level 88, 91, around that range, but they will always stay as this level for this parallel quest, even if all 3 of you are level 99. And you can just see the footage here I've already got the Dragon Balls for the purpose of this video, so I can't, well, I could summon in general, but it'll be a complete, waste as of right now. But you can just see just how easy and fast it is, especially with the right build. I have a Freezer Ice build that specializes in Ki, Final Explosion, and I have an attack increase limit burst. It is honestly just as simple as that. Side note, you do need to get the final hit on the CPU, on the opponent, AI, what have you. So I do highly recommend doing this offline because of how easy it is, and maybe have Tower as both your teammates so you can get 4 bars of Ki right off the bat to go for an Awoken, and then just take it from there. Again, I've probably over-explained this parallel quest, but it's just so easy to get the Dragon Balls by clearing parallel quest 23, the Explosion of Namek.